Ain't this that yeah, one fight? Nigga was vomiting fucking like metal shit out his throat. This is that fight, and he had scissors coming out his neck. Yo, I remember this shit. Oh fuck! So you mean to tell me if I beat a nigga ass, skip sensations in the future, I never beat that nigga ass, he just go have his ass whooped?
King Crimson has two abilities, his Time Erasure and Epitaph.
The fuck you mean time erasure, fuck nigga?
Hey girl, what you doing? I'm not human, shout out dancer. I've been with so bad, fuck my mama, it's not product.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Roger about the video, man. Today, bro, you know what I'm saying, bro? We're back, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I know I took a little break, you know what I'm saying, bro? I was grinding a little bit. I had to take a little break, a little sit back, you know what I'm saying? But now we're back. You know what I'm saying? Today, as y'all can see, we got King Crimson. My boy Car has been asking for this video for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And Car is a you know what I'm saying, a W supporter, always in every stream, always supporting. So you know what I'm saying, I had to you know, throw this video out there. But after this video, we doing episode 4 of JoJo's, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep, to be honest, I might do, I low-key want to binge it, bro. I'm not gonna hold y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, I low-key want to binge it though, but I feel like y'all want to see my whole journey, so we can't really binge it. But I am gonna start doing like, I'm gonna start uploading like 3 episodes at a time though. But I'm gonna like clip them out so that way, you know what I'm saying, don't get copyrighted. But yeah, I'm probably to start doing 3 episodes at a time. That way, it low-key don't take forever for me to get caught up, and at the same time I can low-key kind of binge it a little bit. But yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what King Crimson about. I heard he is really broken, but he not like Wonder You and them. But he is broken. I heard his ability is crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, y'all, we back. The most terrifying stance, King Crimson. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, you finna give him some ass. What the fuck? Is that a nigga?
The most terrifying stance
what the
King
fuck?
Crimson has been. The most terrifying
that nigga got his back blown out, bro.
Crimson has
is this
been
nigga a Power Ranger?
long time coming video. If you are an older fan of the channel, you will remember that I had a King Crimson profile pic for a very long time because, well,
Goku Black.
King Crimson is one of my favorite stands in all of JoJo for a plethora of reasons, but honestly, it just looks cool to me. On top of the fact the stand is super powerful and should belong in this category of the most terrifying stands that I've.
Yeah, that nigga finna catch him a fucking pack right there, man. Wherever this nigga is, that nigga know he fucked. Look at that nigga face.
Terrifying stands that I've kind of made up on the internet.
He got the nunny.
Off, as always, the musical references behind the stand. Surprisingly enough here, there is a lot going on here. A total of 6 references with 1 album.
Damn!
Alone is the most in the entire franchise.
6?
If I am correct. So going down the list, we actually start at probably the first and most obvious one, the name of the band, King Crimson. Being a progressive rock band from the late 60s, they are a band,
it's a band called King Crimson?
Modern times, as they would pioneer the album cover art that a lot of artists would use today and probably influenced a lot of modern rock. Basically the grandfathers of the music industry. Other than that, nothing really else kind of calls back into King Crimson other than namesake. But the next 3, of course, are massively important for literally everything in part 5, so
this shit kind of trippy though, I ain't gonna lie. This shit kind of went like 3D a little bit.
This isn't really a direct reference to King Crimson or Diavolo, but more or less
this look like a trippy red album cover.
An Italian mafia group that basically kind of controls Italy secretly in part 5, being led by Diavolo and King Crimson. Funny enough, the song itself references a lot of people in the court that more or less probably actually inspired a lot of the characters within Passione. Probably the 2 most I can probably figure out here would most likely be the Jester being Risotto and one of the other few characters being maybe Bucciarati.
That nigga look hard, I ain't gonna lie.
But that is speculation at most, but you can see a lot of the characters in this song within Passione just a little bit if you squint. Next up being Epitaph, a song that probably inspires 2 things for Diavolo's character. One, of course, being the name of the substand Epitaph, the ability to literally see 10 seconds into the future, and second, most likely Diavolo's overall ability to literally see 10 seconds into the future.
Okay, you can see 10 seconds. Okay, we knew that.
Diavolo's overall character. Epitaph is a song about seeing the nearby doom of the future coming forward and the yearning to want to change it. But instead of having a good result,
that makes sense. That do make sense.
In Diavolo's case, it's probably making the situation worse as he is now king of everything. Bonus, you could also say this song inspired the idea of the
This nigga just reset a whole city.
He is now king. more or less in
That shit
Diavolo's
kind of
case,
fire.
it's
What the
probably
fuck?
making the situation
Hold up.
worse, as he is
Nigga
now
reset
king
the
of
whole city.
everything. Bonus, you could also say this song inspired the idea of the Requiem arrow and stuff, but that one's for a completely different video, so I'm not really going to cover it here. Next, 21st Century Schizoid Man. Probably one of the most well-known references here, thank you Kanye, is a literal song about a man with schizophrenia living in the 21st century.
Kanye?
Literally taken at face value by Iraqi, Doppio literally has schizophrenia. Diavolo
This
is
nigga
literally
Iraqi
a
likes
personality
Kanye. This
that
nigga,
is
bro.
so bad that his literal body
fucks with
will
niggas, man.
transform
You
into
fucks
a
with us, man.
completely different person. Also,
We
yes,
fuck with you,
I'm part of
Iraqi.
the crowd
W
that
Iraqi,
thinks
man.
Doppio is the main personality, as in literal schizophrenia cases, usually
So
the
this nigga
second personality
schizophrenic?
knows of its existence and knows about the main person's. The other main person doesn't.
Is it do
actually
with
know the
King
second
Crimson
one does.
schizophrenic?
So, in this case, accurately speaking, Doppio is the main personality here. And that's all you need to really know before talking about King Crimson, as more or less the entire basis of the idea of King Crimson is this kind of
I want to get to this nigga abilities though.
Going crazy that has this
I get what he
insane
inspired by, but I want to
quirk
get to this nigga
ideas
abilities. This
trying
nigga
to
head look like
overcome
watermelon,
fate or trying
like
to
the inside of
defeat
watermelon,
himself,
look like
and just
watermelon
overall just
seeds.
being a really creepy, weird
I had to
king
say it,
kind
bro.
of
I know we was all
aesthetic that
thinking the
works
same shit, bro.
Incredibly well, but the
Don't
other
cap.
two references are kind of fun. Of course, the faces of the album cover literally inspired, King Crimson's weird ass looking face, and most likely Moonchild is something that
What
inspired
the
Trish's
fuck?
character. That one is kind of a Meta's original, and I don't see a lot of people talking about that one, but it's something I would like to point out. A long reference sheet out of the way, let's finally talk about King Crimson itself.
Thank you, nigga. We finna get into this nigga abilities.
So
How
off the bat,
fuck they say? How King Crimson works, how strong King Crimson is. Let's go.
so off
get
the
into
bat,
it.
I'm going to explain this now. How does its ability work? As
Tell
this
me,
is
nigga,
something
tell
a lot of
me.
People still find very confusing. So I'm going to break it down very, very simple.
Break
And if
down,
you
break
need to
down.
figure it out
Da-na-na.
again,
Yes,
if
sir,
you don't get
nigga.
it the first time, just replay this part, because after a while, you should get it, I hope. King Crimson has two abilities, his Time Erasure and Epitaph. Epitaph has the ability to see 10 seconds into
The fuck you mean time erasure, fuck nigga? I thought he could only see in the future.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Time Erasure has the ability to skip 10 seconds into the future, meaning that if there was
What
any
the fuck?
actions during the actual 10 seconds, only their effects are left over, not their actions.
Nigga, what the fuck? This nigga, how? So you mean to tell me if I beat a nigga ass, skip 10 seconds in the future, I never beat that nigga ass, he just go have his ass whooped? Is that how it worked? Bro, this nigga breaking this nigga breaking reality, bro.
Meaning that a lot of
ain't this
people
like
have their
ain't this like above causality or some shit like that?
perception of time erased. So more or less the idea that erasing something from the timeline is kind of wrong here is it's more or less a lot of people's perception that is being erased, not the actual time stream, because that would lead to problems with the time-space continuum. I'm not going to get into that, but more or less that's what kind of happens. It's your perception of time being erased in those 10 seconds.
That's what
leaving
angle
a lot
that's
of
kind of
effects
fire.
behind, not the actions. Mind
So
you,
that
it
nigga
is
can
still
fold everybody and nobody would know why they got
time
why they got folded. That
time
shit
is
crazy.
Skipped over, not erased. There are a few bonuses with this ability as well, as Diavolo can move within this time skipping and cannot be hurt during time skipping. So pretty powerful ability.
Nah, that's kind of fire. The nigga is invincible whenever he beating the fuck out of somebody in
By
this
now,
time
I
skip.
hope you're kind of figuring out how powerful this ability truly is.
Can this nigga be
as King
hit?
Crimson is monstrously powerful, having the ability to see a mere 10 seconds into the future and realizing, hey, there's a bad outcome that I don't want. Boom, skips over it, so it never technically happened, but the effects
What the fuck?
are still left around. Is
The nigga just... So how the fuck? If you think about it, how the fuck would Wonder you beat this nigga? Because if you think about it, right? If he sees anything that's finna touch him happen bad to him with Wonder you, the nigga can just skip over it and beat the fuck out of him, bro. Think about it. This nigga sees Wonder you, right? He see like, let's say a bird finna land on his shoulder, right? He sees that, his shoulder just gets obliterated. He like, oh fuck no, nigga. Skips to the future. This shit never happened. You can't. You really? How the fuck can you even touch this nigga?
Extremely powerful, and is probably by far one of the most powerful.
I assume Giorno beat his ass already, but like how?
A lot of people still think that Diavolo is one of the strongest villains in the entire franchise.
He might be.
Taking that very seriously. Diavolo technically is like one really good AP feat away from being
That nigga
one
just
of the
punched
strongest.
the fuck out of his
point
head,
where
bro.
He could probably defeat Dio, Jotaro, and Pucci with Made in Heaven.
Swear to God. Nah.
Not even joking there. And on the topic of
How?
Crimson,
How the fuck do you beat? No, bro. No,
In a
you
time
not.
before
How
Part
the
5,
fuck are
John
you?
Pierre-
Ain't Made in Heaven like the perfect nigga to fight him though? Since they both control like the flow of time, ain't they like two niggas that use time?
Polnareff would go to Europe trying to figure out why there was such a rampant drug problem. Apparently, Diavolo was this problem, which would lead into an encounter between the two, which led to Diavolo completely destroying Polnareff. While I have stated this previously in other videos where this would just lead to a
Nigga got his ass
speed
whooped.
feat for Diavolo, but there is something here that I haven't mentioned previously. We know that Polnareff is an extremely experienced stand user. Look at Stardust Crusaders for an example. While yes, Polnareff is treated like a joke character for a majority of the time, there is a lot of highlight moments with him that show that he is extremely powerful. The
That
fight
is
against
fucking
Hangman
disgusting.
and Vanilla
Okay,
Ice
buddy.
is a great
You
example
just sent that
for the
nigga to the
show.
fucking
He
moon.
outsmarts his opponents
Damn.
and even outlasts them, which is extremely consistent with
He
Polnareff,
murked the
funny
fuck
enough,
out of that
because
nigga.
Eventually, he would be taken over by Anubis and would fight Jotaro, where even Jotaro would consider Polnareff an extreme threat. This is coming from the guy that has a stand that can reach massively faster than light speeds, with city to
He has infinite speed. The nigga stops time.
mountain level AP. Polnareff is no joke and is an extremely powerful character. It's even alluded to in Part 5 that after Part 3, Jotaro and Polnareff would go on adventures together, meaning that Polnareff probably got stronger and got more stand experience over this time span, and then would get absolutely crushed and be disabled
Nigga got his
by
fucking
King Crimson
ass
and Diavolo
whooped.
on a low ball, implying
Damn.
the fact that
That nigga-
he at
that
least
nigga
has
spleen
massively
go-
faster than light
This
speed.
nigga-
Or you
this
could
nigga
say at
torso!
least bare minimum, like
What
this
the
is the
fuck?
lowest I would go.
Where this nigga torso go? The nigga just, the nigga hand is all. This nigga playing with this nigga like he a fucking wrestler toy,
Faster than
nigga.
light speed.
Nigga moving
And
different
like I said
parts.
previously, he's like one good AP feet away from
This
actually
nigga mad
being an
zesty, bro.
extremely
He goes-
powerful top tier in the universe.
Nah, but this
He
nigga
is
strong as a
already,
bitch,
but,
though.
like, he's one away from being the top. Now, remember, he actually does make up for this lack of AP.
Somebody
with
got
other
this nigga got his shit pop. Ain't this the nigga that? This nigga got his shit fucking like that nigga, bro. Whoever shot this nigga, bro, they was not
The
playing.
most wild one is being able to at least
Got a fucking plane? This nigga got hit with a plane?
survive with a large amount of iron out of his system fighting Risotto. There's only a certain amount of iron in the bloodstream, and the fact that Diavolo / Doppio here had so much he was able to make a large amount of iron weapons and survive being attacked with them by Risotto, making this
What
a
the
really good
fuck?
ability feat. And shortly after this, he would use his
Ain't this
intelligence
that,
to defeat his surroundings and
That one fight when the nigga was vomiting fucking. The nigga was vomiting fucking like metal shit out his throat. This is that fight, and he had scissors coming out his neck. Yo, I remember this shit. Oh fuck. Nah, that shit is bro. That shit is crazy. Hell nah, nigga. I remember that shit now. That nigga pulled scissors out his throat. He was throwing up needles and shit, man.
This
Fuck.
in the Requiem quietly plays, he would use the confusion of Silver Chariot Requiem to get closer to the Requiem
armpits
arrow.
go.
While he did
Damn, she
end up
musty, bro.
losing the
Put
arrow,
on some
the fact that
deodorant.
he was able to pull off confusing the group for so long is still really good on his part, slowly biding his time trying to get closer to the arrow. The only thing holding him back was, well, Silver Chariot Requiem. As in an earlier encounter with
So is the
Bucciarati,
arrow- so is the
literally
arrow is
in his
important, right?
introduction, He probably could have taken out the entire team. The only thing holding him back was he didn't want anybody to see his face. If previous intelligent feats and speed
Oh, you one of those niggas. He don't want nobody to know what he look like type shit. So he one of those niggas that like if you see me you gotta die. Like if you see my face you gotta get packed up.
to be taken
You
in
one of
mind
those
here,
type of
he
niggas?
Probably could have done it. It's not him just hyping himself up thinking that he's the greatest in the world. He has the stats, the time skip, and the epitaph to do this. I would
Nah,
argue
this
out
nigga
of the
stand is
entire
fire.
cast of stand users within JoJo, King Crimson could probably defeat a majority of them hands down. The only ones
Well,
being
duh,
there
nigga.
would be the ones with crazy ass hacks from looking at Wonder Review, or just better, scaling, that
Well,
being
he
JoJo
said
and
Wonder Are
Dio,
You.
meaning that the line of error or losing is extremely small. So small, in fact, that you can probably count them all on your hands. So if you ever were to encounter Diavolo in a real-life situation, or, you know, meeting him for whatever
Just give the
reason,
fuck
you're
up.
probably gonna die, hands down. Even a
Yep,
regular
just give the
stand
fuck
user
up.
probably doesn't even stand a chance against this guy. Time skip and precog are just that broken. And it possibly gets even worse if you know the more deeper JoJo stand lore. You see, Diavolo is technically based
This nigga
on
look hard as fuck. I ain't gonna
or
lie.
at least
That
his
nigga look like he a smoking nigga. So like this nigga look hard as fuck. I ain't gonna cap. Like he probably like the hardest nigga in the show right now so far.
He is a man with multiple personalities.
He look like that nigga,
and to
man.
cut a story short, at one point, all of his
Look at
multiple
this nigga with this fat ass
personalities merged
mustache.
into one perfect personality, I guess is the best way I can quote it, making this kind of super character that was radically different from the main one for some time with Billy. And thanks to part 8.
Wait, so he got multiple different personalities?
Were to go through a crazy resolve,
Go
change
beyond.
or a crazy life circumstance thing happening with him, a stand evolution or a stand.
No, I gotta react to this nigga. I said react to something wet go beyond. I gotta react to this. I gotta see what the fuck y'all talking about.
And even previous to part 8, that we know that act stands, or maybe even a change in power, that being an example.
I bet this fight finna be so fucking fire, man.
In an extremely pressured situation.
This shit finna be gas. I can't wait.
Look
Look at this nigga in the look at this clean ass nigga in the nigga like tight shit. I'm finna really beating this nigga ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga look clean as a bitch.
Evolution.
Look at this nigga, man.
In power can occur.
Nah, that shit, bro.
Acts would be, you know,
This nigga got chainmail. Ain't this nigga with the infinite power? Like he got infinite energy or some shit like that?
Become self-aware of Diavolo.
This nigga like he just busted the biggest nut possible, man. This nigga, bro, this nigga wilder, bro.
Possibly lead into a completely different or even
got these niggas on Mugen
version of King Crimson. Note, I would like to add upon all of this. This is just fan speculation on how certain.
Is this nigga butt ass naked? What the
even
fuck?
If this, all of this is just.
Why this nigga naked?
It's still extremely powerful, like I've said previously. I would probably.
Some clothes on, nigga. Nobody want to see your dick, nigga.
In the series, and paired up with a stand that can have the ability to see the incoming fate and able to skip over it is extremely good and powerful. That alone would put him in this category of the most terrifying stands. Also, he looks.
He definitely. Damn, what the fuck?
Like, dude, please stop smiling. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
W Power Rangers Super Saiyan, nigga.
To the next one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, niggas ain't gonna lie. That nigga got it, bro. King Crimson fucking got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga, bro. How the fuck? I want to see him fight Wonder or You, though. That nigga has it, bro. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That nigga really got it. That nigga, how does Wonder of You? I gotta see them niggas 1v1, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I need to see Wonder or You 1v1 this nigga, because there's no way this nigga getting past. Nigga, how? That nigga skips time. That nigga takes away niggas' vision of time. Like, he takes away their perception, right? Like, their perception of time. To where, like, everything that happened, they don't even get to experience it. It's just, like, it's a blank for them. Like, if they got their ass beat, it's just gonna go black, and they go open their eyes, and they just go have their ass whooped. Like, this shit's crazy. How the fuck do you even do that? Yeah, I think, matter of fact, nah, I don't think he'd be Wonder You. Do y'all think he has a chance of beating Wonder You, or even coming close to even injuring Wonder You? Y'all let me know in the comments. But hey man, you know what I'm saying? This was a W-ass stand. You know what I'm saying, bro? Shout out to my boy Carr. He been waiting on this, bro. I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the next one. Peace.
My soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world.